Welcome back. Well, Carla Viktor has been announced as Miss Earth South Africa 2015. The 24-year-old was crowned by Minister of Tourism, Hanekom, at an intimate gathering last week. Her passion for community work has been evident on her journey, and as a finalist, she engaged with many of the surrounding schools over a period of about 6 months or so. This morning, we chat to Carla, Miss Earth 2015. A very good morning to you and welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Ayanda.
Now, you were crowned last week, Thursday, you said to me earlier, and it's been a whirlwind since then. How is it feeling? Has it sunk in that you're Miss Earth?
For the first 2 days, everything was surreal, but up until this weekend, it started to sink in when we stayed with the other winners at the Palazzo Tsogisane Hotel, and we had a ball, and we had so many things to do, so eventually it started to sink in.
How did you decide, or why did you decide to enter the pageant?
Well, Miss Earth is not a pageant. It's a leadership and empowerment program for young South African women. And what it aims to do is it aims to give you the platform to go out into your community and make a sustainable difference. And that was what attracted me to the program. I grew up with my parents always reiterating the importance of looking after our natural heritage and the importance of conservation. And I really wanted to find a place where I knew that this was my tribe and I could go in there and make a difference in the community.
So you're sitting one day and perhaps you have this form in front of you and think, let me just give it a try. Or did you always know, I'm going to go there and I'll get that title?
At first, I was a bit apprehensive. I didn't know, because I'm not a pageant girl, so I didn't want to enter a pageant. But when I did my research about what Miss Earth actually is, I realized that it was so much more than just being a pretty face. There is such depth in the program, and the skills and the experience that they give you is absolutely incredible. So I knew when I heard exactly what it was about that I had to be part of it. Not necessarily to win it, but to just experience it and go through the motions. That was the winning part. The crowning was just the cherry on top.
The cherry on top.
Yes.
Other than waking up at ridiculous hours of the morning to attend shows like Morning Live, what are your duties? What do you have to do as Miss Earth?
Well, I have projects that I started during my 6 months finalist part of the program. It's the Big O2 Challenge, which is a program that, or an initiative that runs nationally, where we plant trees. So it's a greening initiative. Apart from that, we have a lot of projects with Miss Earth. Miss Earth has greening initiatives, food security projects, waste management and recycling, as well as stationary drives. And what is so nice about Miss Earth is that we don't just focus on the planet. We focus on people and the planet, because we believe that social and environmental issues go hand in hand. So there's a wide range of projects that I will be involved in.
Of course. Now let's talk about the people a little bit more. Young South Africans, how do we motivate them or encourage them to take better care of their natural surroundings?
I think that's one of the things that we start as finalists from the beginning, is to get them young, like you said. We need to go to the schools, we need to talk to them and try and create new habits and make their consciousness about the earth become bigger and make them realize why it is important to look after the earth. And I think it starts with education and educational awareness, and that is a big part of what we do.
Of course. Now, I know it's just the beginning, so maybe this is a bit of an unfair question, but, once your reign has come to an end, what do you want to be remembered for?
I just want to be remembered for leading by example and really being a catalyst for change and being someone that went into the community and gave their all. And if I could leave the people that I interact with one message, it would always be to just do that one thing. Because if we all do the one small thing, it all adds up in the end and it makes a big impact.
And a little bit more about yourself now as an individual. Let's put the sachet aside a little bit. What are your interests and what really resonates with you?
I studied psychology. I have an honors degree in psychology. So for me, really, it is people. And that is also why it's so nice for me to be part of Miss Earth, because we focus on both, like I said. I'm also a ballet teacher. So for me, it's all about the performance and just engaging with people. That is my
Clearly
part.
more than just a pretty face, eh?
Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you so much. And what message do you have to say to South Africans, maybe perhaps about our habits as, just individuals? Are we green enough? Perhaps should we tweak a little bit more? What message do you have to say to myself and the viewers of Morning Live?
I would just say and reiterate the fact that it really is the small things that count. There are so many tips that I can give just by switching off a light when you leave leave the room, switching off appliances when you leave the room, all of those things add up. And it's not a foreign concept. Being green is not something difficult. It's very easy. You just have to get into that habit.
I love it. You don't have to be weird about it.
No, not at all. You don't have to be a bunny hugger, tree hugger.
Yes, we go to the extreme. I like that. It's the small actions.
It's the small actions.
The small acts that matter. Thank you so much, Carla. Congratulations to you and wishing you everything of the very best. Thank you so much for your time. Carla Viktor, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Earth South Africa. Phil, I know that you and Ziadzi are often telling us what to do and what not to do to save the environment here. So perhaps you can also just put your 2 cents worth as you give us your weather update.